Mongolia ratified the Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants (POPs) in 2004. The purpose of the convention is to protect human health and the environment from toxic chemicals by reducing or eliminating the release of POPs into the environment. In 2006, Mongolia approved its first national implementation plan on POPs. In the framework of the National Implementation Plan, a number of awareness-raising activities have been organized successfully on adverse impacts of POPs, ways to reduce their emissions, and best available techniques and best environmental practices to the public, government organization, and target groups to improve the legal environment related to POPs issues. The National Implementation Plan prioritized phasing out polychlorinated biphenyls in electrical equipment by the year of 2020. To achieve this goal, the government of Mongolia implemented a program to establish an environmentally sound PCBs management system, under which regulation was approved. A national inventory of PCB containing equipment was conducted, and a PCB treatment facility was established under the National Electricity Transmission Grid state-owned stock company. Our country has already completed the decontamination of the equipment containing PCBs above 50 ppm and now cleaning the equipment with up to 20 ppm of PCBs. A PCB laboratory was established at the Institute of Chemistry and Chemical Technology by a joint order of the Minister of Nature and Green Development and the President of the Mongolian Academy of Sciences in 2013. In 2014, the Mongolian government updated its National Implementation Plan on POPs. The main goal of this revised National Implementation Plan is to establish environmentally sound management of hazardous waste in Mongolia, including waste containing POPs. It also aims to reduce the unintentionally produced POPs from different sources and identify and decontaminate the sites contaminated with POPs chemicals. To achieve these goals, we need to define what pollution they are, where they come from, and how they affect the environment and human health. Therefore, it is essential for us to build the laboratory's capacity to analyze POPs, these chemicals, and train our staff in this field.
Mongolia has participated in the JEF-funded POPs Global Monitoring Plan project, which is executed by UNEP Chemicals and Health Branch since 2016. Participation in the UNEP JEF GMP project supports fulfilling the obligations under the Stockholm Convention and the updated NIP of Mongolia.
In order to understand human and environmental exposure to POPs, we need to measure levels of POPs in as many different samples as possible and improve the capacity for the monitoring of POPs. Analysis conducted in the UNEP JEF GMP project includes the 12 initial POPs, the 14 new POPs adopted by the Stockholm Convention between 2009 and 2015, as well as the 4 newly listed and voluntary POPs of the Convention from 2017 and 2019.
As part of the GMP2 project, Mongolia has collected environmental samples such as surface water, ambient air, soil, and biological samples, including human breast milk and some food samples, and sent them to expert laboratories for analysis. Among these, for example, POPs such as hexachlorocyclohexane and chlorinated paraffin in the human breast milk sample were higher than those countries participated in the GMP2 project. Therefore, it is required for us to continue the monitoring of human breast milk. We have been organizing training and workshops to improve the capacity of our POPs National Laboratory. With the support of the United Nations Environment Program and other international organizations, training courses such as pesticide detection in soil samples using gas chromatography at the PCB laboratory and sample collection on active air sampling equipment was conducted in 2017 and 2019 respectively.
Today, we are at the Institute of Chemistry and Chemical Technology of the Mongolian Academy of Science, with the aim to implement the sampling collection of ambient air with the aim to analyze persistent organic pollutants. This is part of the global monitoring plan to get some information about the presence and the occurrence of these contaminants.
In the future, we aim to build the analytical capacity to monitor the POPs in the main environmental and biological matrices specified in the Stockholm Convention, such as water, air, soil, and breast milk samples, some food products. In this context, for the first time in 2018, we've gained experience by participating in the 4th Interlaboratory Assessment. Among the POPs chemicals, our country is prioritizing to analyze polychlorinated biphenyls, hexachlorocyclohexane, basic POPs, and dioxin-like PCPs. A POP monitoring study is being conducted for the first time in Mongolia on a wide range of environmental, food, and biotic samples, based on the knowledge and experience gained from the GMP2 project and the results of the analysis performed at the expert laboratories during the 2017-2019. We need to develop a national plan for monitoring and reducing of POPs emissions. The plan should clearly state the responsibilities of the stakeholders. We want to thank the expert laboratories who analyzed our samples, including the National Institute of Food Chemistry and Veterinary Research at the University of Freiburg, Germany, the School of Science and Technology at the University of Örebro in Sweden, and the Institute for Environmental Research at the University of Amsterdam. We would also like to thank the Chemicals and Health Branch Economy Division of the United Nations Environment Programme, the Ministry of Environment and Tourism Mongolia, and the Global Environment Facility for providing guidance and financial support on the implementation of the POPs monitoring project in Mongolia.